From Little Hercules calling bodybuilding a dark chapter in his life.
You don't lift weights anymore?
I don't lift weights anymore. If anything, it just got boring to me.
To social services getting involved when a 5-year-old could lift 3 times his body weight. These are the stories of the world's youngest bodybuilders and how they look now. Little Hercules revealed a dark secret. Decades later, at age 6, Richard Sandrak could bench press 180 pounds. His muscular physique at such a young age made him a global sensation in the early 2000s, earning him the nickname Little Hercules. Richard's family had immigrated from Ukraine to the United States when he was just 2 years old. His father, Pavel Sandrak, was a martial arts world champion who dedicated himself entirely to training his son.
Began teaching Richard various techniques, and by the age of 5, he'd quickly mastered the art.
Right now, Robin, you can see walking into the room is Little Hercules. Little Hercules is, I think he just turned 8, I've been told. 8 years old. This kid is better built.
While his intense physique earned him a spot on the Howard Stern show, doctors were concerned. Pavel claimed that his son followed a strict diet, resulting in only 1% body fat percentage. However, body fat this low can cause serious complications, including heart failure.
As a child, Richard's father, Pavel, was in charge of his strict weightlifting routine.
Critics claimed Pavel was overworking his son, 600 push-ups and 300 squats a day. Pavel was also arrested for a domestic dispute with his wife that ended with her having a broken nose.
When Richard turned 11, his father went to prison for domestic violence for beating Richard's mother.
Could it have been that Richard was actually older than he claimed? As the rumors intensified, Richard was forced to take a steroid test and a bone age test to determine his true age. The results dumbfounded the critics.
After his father's arrest, Richard stepped away from the spotlight. Years later, the truth came out. He claimed that he wasn't allowed any toys growing up, strict diets while the rest of the family enjoyed what they wanted, and punishments for when he didn't perform well.
Right. The lower, mostly like the lower abs right here.
Right.
Right there.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're very muscly, aren't you?
I try to be, yeah. I try to stay in shape. I set myself on fire.
That's him. Little Hercules is now a fire diver for Universal Studios' Hollywood Waterworld show.
The first time was very scary. All I could think about was, follow the safety procedures.
As a stuntman, Richard is set on fire up to 5 times a day. He's shot at.
He hasn't had any contact with his father since 2007, and right now works at Universal Studios' Waterworld and Action Horizon as a stuntman. He's also working as a retail manager, living with his girlfriend and their 2 cats in California.
When you meet someone today, do you hope that they don't bring up Little Hercules?
Oh, I'm very proud of my past. It's not something that I don't want anybody to know anymore. It's just that I'm not going.
While Richard still tries to live a fit and active lifestyle, his days of being the strongest boy in the world are way behind him. In fact, his new dream is to become an engineer. This next young bodybuilder, though, had to step away from the scene for almost 8 years because people couldn't believe his physique was all natural. The king of aesthetics was accused of faking his physique. The OG fitness influencer Jeff Seid became a social media phenomenon when, in 2013, he made his debut at the NPC Junior Nationals. At just 19, Jeff dominated the competition and soon earned his IFBB Pro card, becoming the youngest ever. And who was the guy he beat for the record? None other than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So Jeff Seid made his classic physique natural debut at this INBA competition in Japan. And it was kind of surprising. I think a lot of people were expecting him to win this debut, and he wound up in 3rd place. Now, I think Jeff looked really good.
2 months later, he won his pro debut at the Tampa Pro, qualifying for the 2013 Mr. Olympia. It was also around this time that he began making waves on social media as the king of aesthetics. But critics were skeptical. Many believed that Jeff was using steroids for his gains and accused the IFBB of not conducting a proper investigation. The allegations almost ruined Jeff's career, and he went on an indefinite hiatus.
You just won a big show, Natural Olympia. I guess people label it as your big comeback, as if you disappeared or something.
My last show besides this year was 2016. I never stopped training, man. I always loved training. So even if I'm not competing, I'm still training. I still got the good physique, everything. But it was just, I don't know, just something about this year. It felt like it was time to come back. A little bit after I went on a pretty serious bulk, dude. I'm like, I got up to 232 pounds. Put some size on when I did that, and then I'm like, I don't really want to come back.
Jeff made his return 8 years later at the Natural Olympia Men's Physique, a drug-tested competition. This was enough to end the debate once and for all. While still competing in bodybuilding competitions, Jeff mainly pivoted to a career as a fitness influencer on social media and as a coach. His reported net worth as of 2025 is close to $2 million. Jeff decided to come back, but this next former superstar decided he had enough of the fame. Britain's most famous young bodybuilder secretly hated the spotlight. Cosmo Taylor's father, Andrew Taylor, used to be a professional heavyweight. His sister, Bronwyn Taylor, was also a professional powerlifter. It's not surprising to see why Cosmo chose to one-up everyone and become Britain's youngest bodybuilder. He started following Andrew to the gym when he was 9, and by 11, Cosmo started his own fitness regimen. For 2 hours each day, and sometimes between classes, Cosmo would be working out. He even started following a strict protein-rich diet, something no other 11-year-old would even think of. At just 14, in 2014, Cosmo placed third in the junior division at Aberdeen's Silver City Classic. This made him a headline as Britain's strongest and youngest bodybuilder.
Yeah, I mean, it's my hobby now. I mean, like, most people have like a hobby of skateboarding, BMXing, but mine's just the gym, you know, just training and, you know, following a normal diet. And
at the height of his career, when he was only 15, Cosmo had shifted to powerlifting. His personal best came at 837.7. So where is he now? Now, this next bodybuilder is using his platform to tell everyone the truth about extreme lifting. Tristan Lee was told he was too short to be a bodybuilder. Tristan Lee has been open and vulnerable about his time and experience as one of the world's youngest bodybuilders. In 2017, at just 15 years old, Tristan stunned everyone when he guest posed at a Toronto bodybuilding contest. He was only 5'3", maybe the shortest participant there, but his physique matched people who were twice his age and hovered over him. Tristan was a hit on social media platforms, gaining close to 3 million followers on Instagram and over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. His content is usually around meal prepping, posing styles, and general workout regimens.
And so to get out of that exotically lean point, which was like like I said, 4%, 5% body fat, I had to eat my way out of it. But no, from like a health perspective, I honestly felt great on a carnivore diet. From like a mental clarity perspective, inflammation was zero. I was extremely productive. My energy was good, but because I wasn't building the muscle tissue that I wanted to build, because that was just one of my goals as like a fitness.
But Tristan's also been honest about the dark side of extreme bodybuilding, especially at such a young age. He claimed that his obsession with being healthy became dangerous when his body fat percentage dropped to 3%.
Talking about how my sleep was affected from chronic dieting, how my sleep quality deteriorated over the time of being in a caloric deficit or an energy deficit, and just being at such a low body fat percentage.
This resulted in some serious health complications, which he claimed ruined his life. Tristan was eventually able to overcome with professional help and a renewed mindset, going back up to 7% body fat and gaining 40 pounds. Today, Tristan is living large in Los Angeles as an influencer and entrepreneur. He's currently working on his own fitness brand, Chimera Nutrition, which he co-founded with his brothers Tyler and Braden.
Pause. This is me at 19 years old. Now rewind. This was me at 15 years old. Crazy, right? Shortest kid in the class, smallest player on the field. No matter where I was or who I spent my time with, I was always the shortest. Midget, short stack, dwarf, I've heard it all. Small, no self-confidence, and anxiety and depression creeped their way into my life and I had no escape. And then I found bodybuilding, seemingly just another ego-driven, narcissistic sport with the sole focus of making yourself look more attractive, right? But for many of us, it's so much more than that. It's not about the shirtless mirror selfies. It's about the times that the dumbbells have your back when literally no one else does. No matter what your financial situation is, whether or not you're getting bullied or beat up at school, the gym is always there. And that's what kept me alive. Just one rep at a time, one set, one workout. Okay, now one day. Then those days turn into weeks, those weeks turn into months, and months turn into a year. And suddenly, the depression fades, and we're left with the confidence built from the blood, sweat, and tears put into every damn rep. And I know I'm not the only one.
Tristan's still active on social media and dedicates his time to working out, but he's also cautious of the risks involved. He continues to advocate for safe practices for young fans who want to be like him. Unlike Tristan, this next bodybuilder did a 180 on his career. Former mini Mr. Olympia doesn't work out anymore. Despite being on the cover of magazines at age 12, Vince Poppleton decided to trade his 5 minutes of Hollywood fame for a more sustainable career.
People that come to my classes are beginners who want to be more active.
Born in 2002 in Omaha, Nebraska, Vince is the son of bodybuilder Bill Poppleton. By the age of 10, Vince was a regular at the gym, working out for at least 2 hours a day and maintaining a strict diet.
Vinny Poppleton pumps iron.
I like the results you get when you work out.
And he also performs.
Yeah, Vinny!
The 12-year-old owns the title of Mini Mr. Olympia. The natural bodybuilding competition was held in California last month.
I like the feeling of being on stage, like that adrenaline rush.
At just 12 years old, Vince won the title of Mini Mr. Olympia in 2012. He said that the adrenaline rush was enough for him to push his body to the max, but this worried some medical experts.
You're really dieting to look just right for that day. So, and we talk about that. It's not realistic.
But then, Vince's physical therapist was able to show that the young bodybuilder's regimen was actually sustainable and suited for his age. Vince's career was on a high, but by his mid-teens, he decided to step back.
National body of experts all say that strength training is appropriate and safe and can be actually protective and improve performance if you do it correctly.
According to Vince, who now works as an operations engineer in Phoenix, he just grew out of that phase. Vince graduated from high school with honors, studied at Grand Canyon College for mechanical engineering, and just never looked back. Vince's story is a success story through and through. He went from chasing one passion to another. Today, while he still maintains an active lifestyle, the only weights he lifts are golf clubs. Now, Mini Monster was considered a little too good for his age by critics. Social services believed Giuliano Stroe didn't have a normal childhood. By age 2, Giuliano Stroe was a regular at the gym. His father, Julian, a former gymnast and boxer, realized his son had more fun deadlifting than playing with toys. Giuliano's first record came at the age of 5 when he set the record for the fastest 10-meter hand walk while carrying a 10-pound medicine ball between his legs in just 11.25 seconds.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4 aja. 5, 6, 7.
But his six-pack at such a young age soon became controversial. In 2012, social services in Romania temporarily removed Giuliano and his brother, Claudio, from their parents' care, worried that they were being robbed of a normal childhood. Julian was able to prove that while Giuliano did follow an intense gym routine, he was still allowed to be a kid. A medical test proved that both brothers were in good physical and emotional health and were allowed to return to their parents.
Dă greata de acolo, Clau. Ia greata. Ai crescut.
Giuliano even started a YouTube channel called Giuliano Stroe Official, which has over 150 million views. You can even find him on TikTok, where he has close to 500,000 followers and 10 million likes. Today, Giuliano and his brother have pivoted from bodybuilding to boxing, following their father's footsteps. His social media posts show him balancing his time between Romania, where he lives with his family, and London, where he's eyeing a professional debut sometime in 2026. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.